It was kind of like there's one mind through everything. One runs through everything. Is that part of Theravada tradition, or is that something else? I'm having trouble putting it in words because there was no words. It was very peaceful, and it changed me today. It wasn't peaceful. It was quiet. It was quiet and still.
Sometimes, most of our minds are something called destruction. Sometimes the minds be able to focus on one object.
I'm having trouble understanding. Oh, there's feedback.
Yes. When your mind be able to focus on one object, and at that moment you gain this peace of mind. It's silent. Because
Okay.
mostly this our minds wanders a lot as the nature is mind. As you be able to focus on object, you experience this peace. It's quiet.
Now I was focusing on the rising and falling of the abdomen.
Yeah. So just keep practicing. Whereas the rising and falling becomes subtle, and you get peace of mind. You
Thank you.
experience of it. We are talking about
When we are practicing the meditation, how can we reduce the kinds of delusion? It's happened a lot of times.
delusion. Yes, start asking when you practice meditation, how do we use delusion? Delusion is when this destruction is delusion, not knowing the truth. It's not knowing it's my enemy, because our mind distracted. That's why we need to focus on our main object of meditation. Focus on the object of meditation. If you practice, just like for example, you focus on abdominal movement, rise and fall. You have to follow the rising and falling since very beginning, the middle, and the end. And then, as the nature is monkey mind, think about somewhere. When think about somewhere, just try to realize that. Stop, be aware of this, and label it. Thinking. And then return my object of meditation right away. So instead of mind, go out, think about something for a few minutes, just a few seconds. You try to make object of meditation. It's how to reduce our illusion by practice way.
Sometimes it's too difficult to get it back.
Because it's a difficult destruction. Only who gains the highest stage of enlightenment become highest thing from harm. No more destruction, no more delusion. Exists on is that more and less. When you practice meditation, your mind is so mind wonders go up 100 times, we just 90 times, 80 times, 50 times, or maybe no more go up is possible. It's because manual training. Train our mind to be at the present moment.
Is it good for the noting when there are mind wandering?
Because we need to notice. Notice accurately. You will know exactly. Or when we forget, so your mind go up, you realize yourself. You forget still labor. This noting mind is having you allowed to realize yourself. Otherwise, just knowing first thing maybe a few minutes, 5 minutes, okay. Later on, minds go up without realizing, because you don't know, you don't labor. Doesn't labor his habit wrong.
Yeah, I have one more question. So when we're practicing this, sometimes we feel so peaceful and just call PT, right? So can we retain that PT at the moment, or can we let them go?
The PT, stabilized meditation, depends on your concentration. When you make concentration, it's the PT rapture. Alright? It's possible. This means you'll be able to focus on the object meditation on and on. And then, as each of this practice, the Dharma, rapture arises. And tranquility arises. Happiness arises. Wisdom arises. The lightness arises. So depend on the practice. That's all we need to practice. Good is serenity. If you wander, you will not get it. Our duty is just keep practice. Whatever happens to our mind, our body, try to realize it. Any question?
I have one. What's the difference? What's the difference between vipassana meditation and tranquility meditation? Like, what's the difference? Like, the one is where I focus.
Tranquility meditation is to gain concentration. To gain concentration, for example, you focus on your primary object, maybe rising, falling, or maybe breathing out. You gain concentration. Your mind shall go anywhere. This means tranquility meditation. You gain concentration, but no wisdom yet. Vipassana meditation is in knowing the nature of mind and matter.
Okay.
As it is, just this impermanent and so on. If you see the impermanence of mind and body, this may become vipassana. It's the wisdom. So for concentration, tranquility meditation, you need concentration. If you practice that, finally you can get absorption, jhana. For vipassana meditation, we practice to see the three characteristics of this mind and matter as impermanent, or suffering, or not self-nature. Or finally, you can gaze another time. How the different. So tranquility meditation is to gain concentration. For vipassana meditation, to gain wisdom. But we need both. That's why we practice to gain concentration first. After we gain concentration, wisdom arises.
When I close my eyes, I see colors, and it can last for a little while, but then some thought will come into my mind, and then I I just kind of acknowledge it and let it go. But I was reading in your book that if I start out just concentrating like on the air or like the earth, and I just say that word over and over until it turns into color, but I'm good. Like I just, when I close my eyes now, I just block out everything and I'm just like silent until something creeps up and then I just see it and let it go. I just wasn't sure if there was really truly what the difference was.
Yes,
Thank you
if
very
you
much.
see the color, the seed carries a color, maybe red color or white color.
Blue, it's
For
like
example,
color.
seeing the colors in the satellite we practice casino, the one part of temporary meditation. You just see, then you get concentration. It's temporary meditation. When you see the color arising and the spirit, the impermanence of this color is one kind of matter. We see impermanence of this matter, this vision arising in the spirit, because we pass mind.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
We Buddhist people do donations. So what's the meaning and purpose of donation? Takaji is here with.
Okay. Donation, the purpose, when you should ask the purpose of donation, what do we do? You know, wish for liberation. Wish for liberation. Free from suffering. All kind of suffering. And then before that, we need to know life is suffering. So that when I think about somewhere, think about yourself. Since you wake up in the morning, suffering started. Right? And go to the restroom, go into the shower, brush your teeth, get to eat, or drink, clean your clothes, take a shower, go to work. It's like suffering. When you know this suffering, except the suffering, you want to overcome all kind of suffering. Why do you have suffering? Because the birth. The Buddha said, birth is suffering, decay is suffering, disease is suffering, death is suffering. When you make contribution, by the power of this contribution, may I overcome all kind of this birth, decay, disease, and death, all kind of suffering. The end of suffering is Nibbana, the supreme peace. So wish for that. This purpose, we do donation, contribution, wish for liberation, to overcome all kind of suffering. If you wish to this day, or somewhere else, even though you don't wish it, you will become, a special human being or celestial being, or be handsome, or pretty, or rich, and so on. Do not wish for that. According to the law of nature, you do good thing, make contribution, you will see that before you reach to the end of suffering. Okay. Any question?
Can you open your eyes to the meditate? Like while you do meditation, can you open your eye or they closing the eyes? But you stay at
When
one
you
object.
sit meditation, so it's better to close our eye. Closing the eye, open the eye is very different. Think about we sit meditation for 30 minutes, for example, you get some external concentration, and then maybe you will look at the cloud, open your eye, and then you will lose your concentration for sure. That's why better to close your eye when sitting meditation. sitting meditation, better to close your eyes the best. No question at all.
ทำไมสมาธิถึงทำพระนั่งสมาธิทำไมเวลาผ้าเหลืองเปียกอย่างนี้ทำไมถึงทำให้แห้งภายใน10 วินาทีคะถ้านั่งสมาธิ
No, it's unless me when you have wet floor, when you sit meditation, we become dry. So why? It's body, the heat of our body. It's the heatiness of our body, which makes the close become dry. So okay, Doctor, can you tell me any question?
See, they
Samantha.
I have one, but I don't know if you can answer it. I just don't know, but I'll try. Did Buddha ever talk about like the life? Do we live in a simulation? Did Buddha ever talk about how everything around us isn't really real? Is that why we need to stay in the moment? Because the future did not happen and the past is gone? Did Buddha ever talk about that we're in a simulation, that we live in a dome? Does this make sense? No?
No,
Yes?
we have to be at the present moment. Be at the present moment is in the Buddha mentioned about it too. Mostly minds think about the past and imagine about the future. See that? When you think about the past, you'll be sorry about, always happy about. Think about the future, you worry about. This worry, sorrow is one kind of anger.
Okay.
So, without knowing the truth, it's in greed, anger, delusion, one of those processes. As when you stay in the present moment, what happens to your body, your mind, your feeling, your sensation, emotion, this present moment, you realize it, and then you see the nature of this mind and matter. Just old ones go away, new one come to replace them, one after another. And then you gain wisdom. You know the phenomena of this mind and matter. This is what Buddha said, we need to practice, be at the present moment. What happened of mind and body, try to realize it. That's why we practice meditation. We practice a mental training, mental culture to realize the phenomena of mind and matter.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Jesu Dembate. Thank you. I must go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Good night for you.
Do the meditation in any position, like sitting on the chair or sitting on the couch or etc. like that.
Obviously, depends on your situation, your health, your body. So whatever you are saying, it doesn't matter. But a little bit behind, make your body straight. That's okay. And of course, this any position is fine. If you really stay high, then maybe you'll be asleep. Maybe how maybe distraction because lack of concentration, lack of effort. So we need effort. Try to sit still, straight. So any position is fine. You can sit anywhere.
Okay, thank you.
You're right. Yeah, I got about
Sometimes when I was sitting, concentrating, it comes to my mind, not always, but sometimes, that that my breathing, the process of breathing in, breathing out, I noticed that moment has passed away, like piede, piede. I really don't see piede, piede, but it comes to my mind and I noted it. Am I doing the right thing?
yes, when you practice this breathing out, when you breathe in, you know that you're breathing in. When you're breathing and the knowing mind both arise together and is together at that moment. This means you know it's arising in the spirit. That's why we need to examine yourself. This moment, I'm focused on breathing out. This, if I know the arising spirit or not, if you don't know arising spirit, this means you can frequently meditation, you do some concentration. Spirit, but not best. So you know every moment you're breathing, comes and go. Breathing out, and go. And knowing mind also, this consciousness rising the spirit with this breathing out every moment to try to see them. If you focus your mind on abdominal movement, rising 40%, when abdomen rises, your liver is rising, the rise of abdominal abdominals rise together and descend together. When abdomen falls downward, your liver is falling. So from this falling abdomen, this abdomen is moving. The abdomen is together to see together. To see this arising the spirit. Seeing, knowing by practice, not by learning, not by reading, not by listening.
Yes, Sarah.
Well, John, I have a question about what you just said.
Yeah.
If I think about rising, falling, then I'm thinking, but what if I just know? Because for me, it's just knowing it's rising, knowing the sensation of falling.
Yes,
No.
it's okay to use it. As I always mention about it, first we need to use the rising and falling.
Okay.
Or sometimes you don't even need to reword. When you're familiar with that, you will just observe once the rising and falling. You know it's rising, you know it's falling. It's good.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're right.
Ajahn, I have another question. This might be off topic, but my husband's doctor wants us to fill out a living will. That's what happens if we're really sick and we're not going to recover. So it's hard to know what to say. Like, is it okay to not have life-saving things done? I mean, it's kind of confusing to me on what the right thing is. Do you know what I mean by what they call a living will?
Yes.
Somebody else makes the decision. And I used to just tell my husband, call Ajahn Chaya. but I don't know how to fill a paper out. So can you say anything about the right way to handle that if there's no chance to recover? Like maybe a permanent coma or something?
Just get ready for that. Living will, you can do that document, you have to know it. Yeah, we should do that, we should do that. We should have that.
The will?
Yes.
Okay. But is it okay to not have life-saving things done?
Let's say what?
So the will would say, well, if there's no chance of recovery, this person is going to die, but it might take a year or two, but they're not conscious. Is it okay to just let that person, for me, instance, me, just die?
No, this should be as nature. Go by nature, die by nature, it's fine.
Okay, I wanted to check that out.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, is no more question? Okay, no more question. I see tomorrow. Tomorrow after meditation session, we have question and answer. Please write it down. One person, 3 questions. Get ready for tomorrow. It's bad.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, have a good night.
Good night. Good night, Seattle. Je sais pas où t'es mal, Pierre.
วันนี้เสียงของชาติคือหลวงพ่อเปลี่ยนเครื่องเสียง